Think bigger, Stephen. Stephen grew up in a small neighborhood in Enugu, Nigeria, where dreams were often measured by survival. Most boys around him wanted one simple thing, a steady job that paid the bills. To them, that was success. But Stephen was different. As a teenager, he helped his mother sell vegetables in Ogbiti market. Every morning at a.m., he arranged tomatoes in neat pyramids and shouted prices to passing customers. Stephen, his friend Amika, once laughed. Why are you always writing in that small notebook? You think this market will turn into America? Stephen smiled. No, but I think I can turn this market into something bigger. Inside that notebook were ideas, big ideas. While others saw a wooden store, Stephen saw a brand. While others saw daily cash, he saw supply chains. While others thought about today's food, he thought about tomorrow's fortune. One afternoon, a heavy rain flooded part of the market. Tomatoes were ruined. Sellers shouted in frustration. This country is the problem. One woman cried. Stephen didn't complain. Instead, he observed, why were tomatoes always spoiling? Why did farmers struggle to find buyers? Why did prices jump up and down every week? That night, he couldn't sleep. What if, he whispered to himself, we connect farmers directly to buyers before harvest? The idea sounded crazy even to him. He was just a market boy. He didn't own a warehouse. He didn't own a truck. He didn't even own a laptop. But he owned one powerful thing. The ability to think big. Stephen started visiting farmers in nearby villages on weekends. He asked questions. He listened more than he talked. Many farmers complained about middlemen who cheated them. What if I help you find guaranteed buyers before your harvest? Stephen suggested to one farmer. The old man laughed. Young boy, do you have money? Not yet, Stephen replied confidently. But I have a plan. At first, nobody took him seriously. Even his mother worried. My son, she said gently one night. Focus on what is in front of you. Big dreams can disappoint. Stephen held her hand. Mama, small thinking has disappointed more people than big dreams ever will. Instead of waiting to be ready, Stephen began small, but he thought big. He created a simple WhatsApp group connecting 5 farmers and 10 restaurant owners in town. He negotiated fixed prices before harvest. No waste, no panic selling. The first month, he earned only a small commission. But something important happened. The system worked. Word spread. Within a year, he was coordinating produce from 3 villages. Restaurants preferred his steady supply. Farmers trusted him. He reinvested every naira he made. While his friends were satisfied earning daily wages, Stephen was building structure. While they focused on income, he focused on impact. One evening, Emeka visited him. I don't understand, Emeka said. You still live in this same house. You still wear simple clothes.
Where is the big life you talk about? Stephen smiled again. Thinking big doesn't mean showing off. It means building foundations nobody sees. Stephen registered his company. He secured a small agricultural grant. With that money, he built a modest storage facility to reduce spoilage. That single decision multiplied his profits. Farmers now earned more. Restaurants paid less. Waste reduced. Everyone won. The boy from Ogbit Market was no longer just selling tomatoes. He was managing a network. One day, standing in front of a group of young entrepreneurs, Stephen shared his journey. Most people think big dreams require big money, he said. That's not true. They require big thinking. A young girl raised her hand. But what if you fail? Stephen paused. You will fail, he answered honestly. I failed many times. Farmers ignored me. Restaurants doubted me. Lost money. But small thinking guarantees failure. Big thinking gives you a chance. He continued. When you think small, you compete with everyone. When you think big, you create something new. The hall was silent. Stephen looked at them and remembered the flooded market, the spoiled tomatoes, the laughter of people who doubted him. Thinking big didn't remove his problems. It changed how he saw them. Problems became opportunities. Limitations became leverage. Doubt became fuel. Years later, when Stephen finally moved his mother into a beautiful new home, she walked through the living room in amazement. "My son," she whispered, tears in her eyes, "you were right to dream." Stephen hugged her tightly. "No, Mama," he said softly. "I was right to think bigger than my environment." And that was the secret. Stephen was never the richest boy. He was never the smartest boy. He didn't start with the most money. He simply refused to let his thinking stay small. Because sometimes the difference between a market boy and a market leader is not opportunity. It is imagination. And Stephen chose to think big.